Good morning, class! Yesterday, we discussed basic shapes and basic mathematics. As I have said in our Google Classroom announcement, we will dive into an enjoyable discussion about oligopoly for today's meeting. Did all of you do your research about oligopoly grade 1 students?
Yes, Ma'am Balaoro.
So for our activity, I will divide you into two groups. The pro or affirmative side would be Piñero, Deparin, and Halog. The negative or con side consists of Cabilona, Baluyot, and Taganas. Before we start, I will give an overview regarding oligopoly. Oligopoly is a market structure involving a small group of large companies with almost all sales in the industry, and they often conspire to reduce competition. Within oligopolistic markets, only a few firms produce most of the output or offer services such as automobiles, news outlets, and airlines. Now we shall start the activity by alternately listening to the points of the affirmative side and negative side.
An oligopoly simplifies the market for consumers. It reduces competition, which means simpler choices for finding the best possible product. Different firms may offer similar products, so there is still some variety, but extensive research by the consumer is no longer required. Oligopolies may also adopt a highly competitive strategy, in which case they can generate similar benefits to more competitive market structures, such as lower prices. Even though there are a few firms making the market uncompetitive, their behavior may be highly competitive.
A lot of people have their own preferences, but due to the oligarchs, they are forced to choose them while contradicting what they really want. Being an oligarch allows you to have fewer competition, but that doesn't mean a success, since having a wide range of market requires a lot of capital, and also quality work should be delivered to the consumers.
On the contrary, oligopoly creates higher profits, and through this we can see it has a trickle-down effect. To put into an example, pricing results in more earnings, and more earnings means higher wages to employee, and higher wages leads to more discretionary expenditures, which boost the economy. Also, in this oligopoly state, the profits are generally above average. This means that the extra dollars can go towards research and development program that benefits customers in a variety of ways, like in the pharmaceutical industry. Due to the high increased drug cost, it will help them to fund new research into treatments that could help reduce a disease impact.
The concept of oligarchy is that it's somehow tied to trickle-down economics. The theory states that tax breaks and benefits for corporations and the wealthy will trickle down to everyone else. It argues for income and capital gain tax breaks or other financial benefits to large businesses, investors, and entrepreneurs to stimulate economic growth. Even if oligopoly creates higher profits, as one stated, trickle-down economics generally does not work because cutting taxes for the wealthy often does not translate to increased rates of employment, consumer spending, and government revenues in the long term. Moreover, with oligarchy, innovation seems near to impossible. Without competitors trying to find a better way to convince the customers to be part of their brand royalties, organizations that do not include innovation as part of the everyday business culture will inevitably become non-existent themselves.
In contrast to what Emin said, oligopolies enable innovation to its great limits. Sometimes, the products that a market needs do not need to be invented from scratch, but only better versions of already available products. Oligopolies have very well-funded research and development that not only create products, but also develop and refine existing products in the market. To add, because of the lack of direct competition in the market, oligopolies tend to describe in full detail the products they offer and what sets it apart from other products available. In this manner, the consumers are made fully aware and knowledgeable of the products they are about to buy, hence promoting a sense of smart buying.
However, in reality, refinements are not the main priority of oligopoly. What is there to innovate when there are only few options to choose from? Whether they innovate or not will not make a difference. People will still buy from them. Also, What kind of information do oligopolies give in the market when their product is only limited to their produce? Like giving candy with the same flavor, covered in different wrappers, different appearances, but still the same taste. Furthermore, they control market prices. Examples are petrol that greatly affects the middle class and oppresses the poor.
All of you excellently explained the advantages and disadvantages of oligopoly. To narrow down all of the insights you have said, oligopoly is beneficial because it simplifies the market for consumers by adopting a highly competitive strategy to create higher profits. Because of that, other profits earned can go into research and development, consequently refining existing products in the market and developing new products. Not only that, but oligopolies also allow their consumers to be fully aware and knowledgeable of the products that they are about to buy, thus promoting a sense of smart buying. On the other hand, the disadvantages of oligopoly are fewer choices aren't always a good thing and collusion is possible in the structure to further reduce competition. The concept of oligarchy is tied to trickle-down economics, and since there is a lack of competition, it will also lead to a lack of innovation. The last disadvantage is that consumers must put up with poor decisions because there are no other choices. Hence, product labeling often mislead consumers because most of their products are only limited to their produce. Thank you, students, for doing an outstanding job in this activity. So, this is the end of our class meeting for today. Goodbye and take care.